Welcome to PA Harness Week. I'm Heather Vitale along with Susan Skinner. And now usually we are at Harrah's Philadelphia shooting the show, but today we are on location at Pocono Downs at Mohegan, Pennsylvania.
And you Pocono, I am so excited to be here.
Oh my gosh, well you Pocono, we're getting to the headlines. On today's show, we'll get to know Michigan native and top driver Tyler Bueter, who drove 6 winners this past Saturday night here in the Poconos. And we'll catch up with multi-award-winning reinsman George Napolitano Jr. about reaching an incredible milestone and his crazy work schedule. Plus, last week's OMG star, Poppy Grad, is back, and she's on her way to becoming the valedictorian of her class. Plus, did you miss legendary Hanover's incredible performance in the Meadowlands Pace? No biggie. We've got it for you in the next half hour. These stories and much more next on PA Harness Week. Let's get right into some horsepower as we check out this event from Saturday, July 13th. And we are at Pocono Downs at Mohegan, Pennsylvania for this one. It's a field of pacers with a purse of $12,500. And in here, check out number 6, Southwind Gendry, the race favorite at 2-5 and the richest with $1.2 million in the bank. And the 5 of Flame Hanover is second choice, going to post for the Keystone husband-wife team of Tony and Linda Shadle. Let's send it up to Jim Baviglia for the call.
Another merciless pace here today. Southwind Gendry leads it by a length, has a Flame Hanover right with him. Now Battlefield, first over, moving for George Napolitano Jr. and making progress as he goes past Comet Crusader, who's fourth. Don't Mess with West picks up the cover second over, and then further back again still to Willie Go West and On Accident. But Southwind Gendry holding sway. Earplugs about to pop as he comes to 3/4 and 1, 21 and 2, 27 and 3 third panel. Southwind Gendry trying to deal with a first over of the Battlefield. Meanwhile, a Flame Hanover is engaged in the pocket for Bartlett. Third in Comet Crusader from way back. Willie Go West now getting into it. Top of the stretch, it's Southwind Gendry on top. Bueter calling on him for more. A Flame Hanover shifts to the outside, further back to Battlefield, but Southwind Gendry holding up here. A Flame Hanover trying hard. Southwind Gendry.
A Flame Hanover left aggressively from the wings to secure the early lead, but it wasn't long before Southwind Gendry took over the lead. From there on out, he had everything his way on the front end, winning in 49 and 1. A Flame Hanover sucked along for second, and finishing third was Comet Crusader. The son of Always Be Mickey is trained by Hall of Fame trainer Ron Burke, and that gave Tyler Bueter his 6th win of the day. Recently, I had a chance to talk to Tyler. Tyler, you had 6 wins on last Saturday's card. I mean, days like that are so exciting. Did you know going into the program you could win that many?
Yeah, I definitely had a good lineup. It's just one of those days where a couple things go your way, and then you get on a roll and they start to snowball, and it was definitely a good day, something you look forward to when you do this for a living.
Okay, now we know you're originally from Michigan, but tell us a little bit more about yourself. How'd you get into business? Did you always want to be a driver?
Yeah, I was in the barn right from the beginning, pretty much born and raised in the barn. Cleaning stalls, started paddocking horses, going to the track with Dad, and then it just turned into jogging and training, and then that turned into driving and skipping school to go race horses. It was definitely good memories. My dad and Rob Harmon and my uncles, they all started me out to fairs, and it's come a long way, but it's been fun.
Now, you have over 4,600 wins. Do you have a favorite or two?
I mean, the big purses are always nice, but yeah, I've been fortunate to win some big races at Yonkers, the Blue Chip, the Messenger, a lot of New York Sire Stakes. The big purses are always fun, and when you train and drive and own yourself, those are fun too. My wife and I trained for a while, but it's there's a lot that stick out, but it was a lot of good ones in there.
Now, your dad, Todd, is a trainer. One of his horses in the stable is one of our favorites on PA Harness Week, Rich and Miserable. Tell us something we don't know about him.
So a lot of people don't know, I was jogging that horse when he was, we were breaking him, and he was terrible. He would just run and run, even jogging. He couldn't trot a quarter in 45 seconds. I brought him off the track one day. My dad was gone. I told my mom, I said, we should get rid of this horse. He's terrible. So my dad started going with him, and we had, two-year-olds we'd go out with, and he would just jog Rich behind me, and as soon as he started putting him on my helmet, he turned into a different horse. So give my dad all the credit on him. He's done a great job with it.
Thank you so much, Tyler, and continued success. Now, we just saw an established star in Southwind Gendry, but now we're going to check out some youngsters just starting out their careers as we take a look at some PA All-Stars action from Sunday, July 14th at Pocono Downs at Mohegan, Pennsylvania. There were 3 divisions, all going for a purse of $30,000. In the first division, Lily White Hanover with a masterful drive by Jason Bartlett comes second over and then finds his way into the passing lane to come up the inside to win with her in her first lifetime start in 1:53.2 for trainer Andrew Harris. Second was Ginger Tree Brennasu with Captain and Tennille taking the show money.
The second of 3 divisions for the 2-year-old pacing fillies in the PA All-Stars went to West Winds, who got away 4th in the early going and waited until the last turn to pull second over before fanning 3 wide in the stretch. Tim Teachick aboard the daughter of Captain Treacherous, who stopped the clock in 52.4, trained by Brian Brown, remains perfect in her freshman career. Daily Double Deo was second, and finishing third was Lions Anita's Angel.
Okay, it is time to take our first break, but when we come back, we've got more action from the Poconos. And also, we're going to show you one incredible 2-year-old filly pacer. Plus, we'll head to Harris, Philadelphia for plenty of action there as well. And we'll catch up with George Napolitano, who hit an amazing milestone this past winter. We'll be right back.
For real fun in real life, make it Mohegan. Make it rain. Make it pour. Make it chill. Make it live. Or just make it up as you go. When it's time to unplug and get in on the action, make it Mohegan. Mohegan, Pennsylvania.
History. It's written by winners. At Diamond Creek Farm, we're breeding champions and rewriting the history books. Diamond Creek Farm, a cut above.
Welcome back to PA Harness Week. I'm Heather Vitale. She is Susan Skinner, and we are ready to show you the race of the week from Pocono Downs at Mohegan, Pennsylvania. We've got more PA All-Stars action from the Poconos as we bring you that 3rd division for 2-year-old pacing fillies. Again, the purse is $30,000. And the one to watch is number 2, Poppy Grad. You may remember her last week. She was featured in our OMG moment. Susan described her as a gorilla, and here she is again, a gigantic favorite. In fact, so much that every other filly in the race is double-digit odds. There's no monkeying around for Poppy Grad. Let's take a look.
Onto the back stretch, it's Ballast. Buter not asking her for much. There's the charge on the outside by Poppy Grad, picking off horses one by one and taking dead aim at Ballast and sweeps right on past. Also on the outside, Flossie Hill moves up. Meanwhile, Sweet Odds is stymied, second over Pilar Hanover and the well back Ginger Tree Millie. Poppy Grad, impressive move, and now leads by 3 1/4. 3/4, 124-1, 28 even third panel. Poppy Grad leads it now by 5 lengths. Second is Ballast, but she's not a threat. Flossie Hill is dropping back inside Sweet Odds, way out wide Pilar Hanover. Top of the stretch, and it's all Poppy Grad. She's up by close to double digits now. Way back on the outside, Pilar Hanover trying to close, but Poppy Grad, the debut is no fluke. Look at this margin.
Ballas used the pole position to her advantage and kept the lead for the first half of the mile. The heavy 1-9 favorite, Poppy Grad, got away 4th in the early going, But before moving first over at the half, she made a powerhouse move to the front, up the backside, and drew away to win by 10 and 51-1. Brett Miller, driving this daughter of Poppy Rob Hanover, is trained by Steve Carter. Pilar Hanover got up for second and getting the show dough with sweet odds.
For our race of the week from Harrah's, Philadelphia, we've got a field of Pacers that went to post in the Sunday, July 14th card. And number 1 is Solid Character, getting the most support at the windows. He hit the board 5 out of 6 starts this year. And the 4, Better Not Talk, is a close second choice. He made a bobble last time out, but when he behaves, this Pacer shows plenty of speed to be a force in here. Take it away, announcer Mike Bozich.
And Solid Character still has the lead. They've reached the half, 54-4. The 28-2 for the second quarter. Up the backstretch they go. Solid Character. Large and in charge, leads it by a length and a half. Up on the outside, Better Not Talk, attacks uncovered. So Lexi Lou strong in the pocket there. Second up, Memory Making fourth. Towards the inside, De La Hoya Hanover shuffled back fifth. 2 lengths back to Rob Room. 10 to the inside of My Name is Harry. And last of all, he's Rocket Ralphie. Around the bend they go. Solid Character still the one to knock off. 3/4, 121. And 4. Better Not Talk on the outside. Moves up the challenge. Sweet Lexi Lou third. Memory Makers trying to come on. The inside, De La Hoya Hanover. They straighten the way for the stretch drive. Better Not Talk outside. Solid Character. Sweet Lexi Lou up the end. Outside, Better Not Talk on a persistent grind. Solid Character trying to fight back. But Better Not Talk brought his A game here today.
Solid Character left the gate hard in a 26-2 opening panel and set some stiff fractions. Better Not Talk came first over from fourth just past the half, putting pressure on Solid Character right up to the wire. And it was Better Not Talk getting the job done for George Knapp and Juan Cano in 49-4. Solid Character took second, and finishing third was Sweet Lexi Lou. George Napolitano spoke with Heather.
A happy belated 12,000 victories to you. Oh my gosh, I know it happened in December, but how does it feel to be in the top 8 leading drivers of all time?
Just absolutely amazing. It's a blessing. It's just something that you dream of, doing, and you never know as you're grinding through your young career that it could possibly happen. But, through Jesus and putting great people in my life with great horses, and you never think about it, but it was amazing.
You have 14 leading driver titles here. You've got 8 at Harrah's, Philadelphia, which seems wild because actually you didn't start driving as a teenager. It was kind of later in life. Tell me that story.
Yeah, I just kind of experienced life. My dad gave me the option to, to do certain things, and I did. And then he's like, it's time. And I was like, nah, not really. And I went a couple more years boxing and racing motocross and racing cars and, doing stupid things. And then I finally, came back to what he said, and I started racing at a late age. Yeah.
Well, you're racing here at Pocono, of course, at Harrah's, Philadelphia. During the winter, you were at Dover. How do you keep going, with a crazy schedule like that? It's nonstop.
Well, when you got a 19-year-old son that's in college, and you don't think about it. You do what you got to do for your family, and just grind it out.
How long are you going to be the Energizer Bunny in harness racing?
I don't know. I'll let the man above tell me, but right now I feel really healthy. I'm just going to keep on grinding until it's time. I'm settling down now. I'm not as crazy as I used to be. It's kind of selective on what I'm doing, but I'm still having a lot of fun.
All right, and we love to see you having fun. Thank you, George.
Thank you.
Let's get into some more action from Harrah's, Philadelphia from this Sunday, July 14th card, and we've got a field of winners over Pacers, and the purse is a $15,000. Number 6, Max Delight, is the 4-5 favorite. He took a career best in 1:48.4 in May, which is the fastest among this field. Also, watch out for number 2, Sweet Angel Boy, who hasn't raced in a few weeks, but he was a top contender in free-for-all events at Harrington Raceway at their recent meet.
Up on the outside, rounding up now, Max Delight with a good first overall fence. Peruano got shuffled in fourth. Trendy Teen advancing with cover now. And Sir Charles of Sky is last towards that 3/4 mile station. Sweet Angel Boy has the lead, but up on the outside, Max Delight driving on a big attack coming. Sonny Weaver right in behind this dual third. Trendy Teen could not stay with cover. 3/4, 122-1. Max Delight takes over. Sweet Angel Boy is trying his best to counter. 3 lengths back now. Sonny Weaver at the inside third, but Max Delight is powerful beautifully kicked forward as they straighten away. Max Delight now leads it by a length and a half. Sweet Angel Boy trying to re-engage up the inside. 3 lengths back, Sonny Weaver third. Max Delight, Sweet Angel Boy, game as they come. Max Delight, Sweet Angel Boy down to the finish. It is Max Delight.
Through a blazing quarter of 25 and 4, Sweet Angel Boy took command. Sonny Weaver N was sitting in the pocket behind him. The public's choice, Max Delight, got away 5th in the early action. The field was in straight alignment until the half when Max Delight came first over, and it was a steady grind up the backside before taking over. Callahan went to work on him in the stretch, winning with the Tom Cannelier trainee and 49 flat. Sweet Angel Boy fought hard and finished second. And rounding out the trifecta was Sonny Weaver N.
Alrighty, let's take another quick break, and on the other side we have a big, no make that huge payoff to show you, and a legendary kind of Meadowlands pace, and we'll be right back.
And here comes legendary Hanover on the move up. In the world of standardbred racing, only one name is synonymous with this kind of success, this kind of history, this kind of greatness, this kind of legacy, and this kind of unparalleled promise for tomorrow. Proud of our past, excited about our future. You know the name, that one name. Hanover, the greatest name in harness racing.
Hey there, and welcome back to PA Harness Week. I'm Heather Vitale.
I'm Susan Skinner.
You guys probably already knew that, and you probably know that we are getting to more action from Harrah's Philadelphia. Again, from the Sunday, July 14th card, we're going to check out an event from the American Harness Drivers Club, and it is a trot. So these amateur races have been full of surprises this year, and this one is one of those races. Let's check out number 3, a Puddin' Pie, the longest shot on the board at almost 70-1. In the driver's seat is Joe Lee, who's had huge success in AHDC competition. Let's not forget number 7, Lionheart, driven by Yogi Sheridan, a talented horseman we had the pleasure of meeting on last week's episode.
On top, Puddin' Pie leads it by a length. Lionhead races second. On third position along the inside now, Pretty Dame speeding. Call Me the Fireman's along the pegs fourth. Halftime 58 and 4, 29 and 4 for that second quarter up the back stretch. Most to pull to the outside, Crazy Cat. Now coming out of third, Pretty Dame Speedy. The outside Shoemaker Hanover 6th, length and a half back to 7th to Importer Exporter. That one pinned to the inside of Can't Say No's. Got 10 lengths of work to do in the muck and the mire. The 3 quarters they go. Puddin' Pie leads it by 3 lengths around the bend. Lionhead continues to pursue under urging now. Racing in third, Pretty Dame Speedy. 3 quarters, 127 and 4. And Puddin' Pie is the longest shot on the board. And Puddin' Pie is up by 4 lengths as they straighten away. Lionhead has the length of the stretch to do something about it. 3.5 back to Pretty Dame Speedy. They're in the straight. Puddin' Pie by 4 lengths. Lionhead second. Pretty Dame Speedy third. They come down to the finish. Puddin' Pie 68-1, just crushed them.
The favorite Can't Say No didn't get off the gate well, but that wasn't the case for Puddin' Pie, who was handled confidently from post 3 by Joe Lee, going right to the front and never looking back. He was a winner by 5 lengths and 57 and 3 at odds of 68-1. Puddin' Pie is trained by Howard Burney. Lionhead was giving chase for a second place finish, and it was Importer Exporter who got up for third. It was a good day for Joe Lee. He came back in the last race of the day to win the other division of the AHDC with Sports Hero the exact same way at odds of 20-1.
For our OMG moment, we have big money on the line. We are going to New Jersey for the $650,000 Meadowlands pace. And in here, the 2 horses getting the most support are actually the 2 horses that won their eliminations. And that is number 3, Nijinsky, and the 6, Legendary Hanover. Here's Ken Workington with the call.
So Fun Time by Emma and Dexter Dunn take the lead across the backstretch. Fun Time by Emma leads the way. Captain Luke pockets up after the quick start, and here comes Legendary Hanover on the move up. As Gem Quality is now fourth on the inside, stride for stride, with Nijinsky's making steady progress, tracked by Mirage Hanover in the other flow. Then it's Saturday Night on the inside. Saving ground is Number Cruncher at the back. Captain's Quarters trying to get underway. And the trailer is Captain Albano, 53-2, 27 flat midway on the final turn. And it's Legendary Hanover and James McDonald. Fun time by Emma right there, taking dead aim. Captain Luke on the inside third. Nijinsky poised to pounce from fourth. He's tracked by Mirage Hanover on the outside fifth. And looking for room, Gem Quality has pace. They turn for home. It's Legendary Hanover, 120-2 in the stretch of the Meadowlands pace. Legendary Hanover striding clear by 2, now 3. He's getting separation on Captain Luke and Gem Quality. Nijinsky not tonight. Legendary Hanover and James McDonald win the Meadowlands pace.
Captain Luke was sent out of the gate and clears, but cuts fun time by Emma loose. Legendary Hanover let them get settled and is set in play before the half. James McDonald is just a passenger as Legendary Hanover takes no prisoners and paces away from the rest of the field. And a whole lot of OMGs. It was a stake record of 46-3 for trainer Anthony Beaton, winning his first Meadowlands pace, who is the first trainer to have a first and second place finish in the pace. And it was James McDonald's first Meadowlands pace win. Nijinsky was second and Gem Quality finished the ticket.
It's a trivia time, and it's also time to dust those cobwebs off your noggin, because Susan is ready to get down to business.
I am. Well, in celebration of being at Mohegan Poconos, I want to know, when did Pocono Downs open its doors for the first time?
Ah, nice one. Might be...
No, don't give
Oh, God, I know. I'm so bad at giving hints. I gotta stop doing that. Okay, we're going to break time right now. And of course, when we come back, Susan will have your answer. On top of that, we have a blast from the past starring a brilliant performance from a United States Horse of the Year. Yep, it's coming your way. We'll be right back.
Christchurch for the moment fending off Stockade Fielder, but he's still coming in.
For real fun in real life, make it Mohegan. Make it rain. Make it pour. Make it chill. Make it live. Or just make it up as you go. When it's time to unplug and get in on the action, make it Mohegan. Mohegan, Pennsylvania.
It's Mac Lobel, and he's pouring it on! It's Niatros by 4, and he's going away!
The Harness Racing Museum and Hall of Fame, a place where heroes come to life, preserving harness racing's treasured past, while promoting its exciting future. And now get ready to harness your excitement with the thrill of harness racing's 3D simulator. The Harness Racing Museum and Hall of Fame, now offering free admission. Bigger, better, bolder than ever.
Welcome back to PA Harness Week. I'm Heather Vitale, along with Susan Skinner, our resident trivia guru.
Okay, in case you missed it, since we were at the beautiful Poconos, I asked, do you know when Pocono Downs opened their doors for the first time? The answer, this Monday was their 59th anniversary. They opened July 15th, 1965.
Very often for our blast from the past, we go back a decade or decades back in time. But for this one, we're just going back a year. And why is that? Well, I wanted to highlight that the best horses in the entire world compete right here at Pocono Downs at Mohegan, Pennsylvania. And one of those horses from last season is Confederate. He ended up being voted the United States Horse of the Year. So let's check him out in the 2023 $300,000 Max Hemp Memorial.
Christchurch for the moment fending off Stockade Sealster, but he's still coming in the pocket. Hungry Angel Boy Confederate looking to gear up second over. He's about 4 off the pace for Tetrick, moving up slightly. Meanwhile, on the inside fifth, the Real Way sneaking closer. Third over, sixth there is Fulton. After that, Redwood Hanover and Save America. 4 in, 4 out. Just a slight lead. Christchurch still bothered by Stockade Sealster, has been parked all the way. 3/4 3/4, 121 even, 27 2/3 panel. Christchurch extends the lead just a bit over Stockade Sealster. Now Confederate out 3 wide, and Hungry Angel Boy right there in the pocket. Top of the stretch, Christchurch leading by a length. Confederate is churning on the outside now. Hungry Angel Boy up the pylons. Watch Confederate fly.
Confederate was given a perfect drive by Tim Tetrick to blow past his rivals and win in 46-3. Now, Confederate, who stands stud right here in Pennsylvania at Diamond Creek Farms, retired with over $2 million earned and holds the record for the fastest 3-year-old pacing colt.
It would be tragic if you ever missed an episode of PA Harness Week, but also it's tragic if you don't get your butt to the races for the live excitement. So let's go over the race days and times. First of all, at Pocono Downs at Mohegan, Pennsylvania, we've got Monday, Tuesday, and Saturday with a post time of 1 p.m. Sunday post time is 6 p.m. Harris, Philadelphia, it's a Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday post time, 12:25 p.m. Then the Sunday post time is 12:40 p.m.
You can also bet online for Harris. Visit pabets.tvg.com, and for Poconos, log into ibetmohegan.com. We always have free past performance pages at the top of the homepage on phha.org.
For our Get Social with us this week, we actually have a really cool TikTok that Susan found.
I did. So gender reveal parties have become a very popular and fun way to find out the gender of an expecting baby. Recently, we found one with a harness racing theme. So in here, expecting parents Danny and Sammy either have a blue saddle pad or a pink saddle pad. And as you can see, pink wins the race. Dirk Simpson and Brady Bound let them know they are having a girl.
As moms of 2 boys, we've never had that happen. That's a first for us watching that. And
I look better in blue anyway.
All right. Okay, now it's really important also that you follow us on social media. Now you can find us on Facebook at Harness Week, on Twitter at PA Harness Week, and of course we have a YouTube channel where you can find all of our previous episodes.
Yeah, and in case you haven't been paying attention, which we know you have, but just in case, every Monday we have a new contest where you get a chance to win one of these cool hats. My husband is yet to win one and he is pouting about it, but you have to enter on Monday for the winner to be selected on Wednesday, so check it out.
And that's why I'm not married. I don't want any pouting husbands. All right, guys, that is the end of our show. Thanks for joining us from Pocono Downs at Mohegan, Pennsylvania. For myself, Heather Vitale, Susan Skinner, and Bruce Casella behind the camera. We'll see you next week.